Hi there, I'm Scott Wilder and welcome to another edition of Udacity at Work. I'm with Lailat Singh, COO of Udacity here in California. Lailat, welcome.
Happy to be here.
Tell me about your journey and how you ended up at Udacity.
I spent my last 10 to 12 years in a company called Hewlett-Packard. And after that, for last 2 years, I was driving one of the biggest digital transformation program. And as you transform the business, one of the big component is transforming the workforce. And I spent about $15 million in creating trainings, working with one of the system integration partners. And I thought that we did an awesome job of training our employees, but when we went live, the biggest feedback we got was that our trainings were not up to the mark. I was thinking that there has to be a better way to transform the workforce when we are transforming the company.
Yeah.
And I got to know about Udacity, and that's where I found my calling. You can transform a person from not knowing anything about data to becoming a data scientist. I don't think there is anybody else on earth who can actually do something like that in 6 to 9 months.
So in these companies, what's been the response to Udacity and to this whole digital transformation?
I'll give you an example from 1 week of interactions with about 30 customers in London. So they all want to move into cloud or AI, want to be more data-oriented company. And all 30 of them said that their biggest problem right now is not really bringing in the plumbing. Their biggest problem is to how to transform the workforce. They can't find the talent outside enough, but they have enough talent in the company. And they just loved our solution and how we differentiate in the market.
You have a real kind of global perspective to this, which also Udacity does. Do you see any differences in what's going on, say, in Europe versus India versus the United States?
The differences are in regulatory or legal environment. Like in Europe, you need to be a lot more GDPR compliant. You need to have a lot more, local privacy compliance by different countries. Similarly, in India and in China, there are different requirements. Like I spent a week in China, and there the requirement is that the data should be residing in local servers over there. We shouldn't be really having access to the names of the employees, for example, over there.
So I know Udacity recently introduced AI for
Product
managers.
Yeah.
And that's a really interesting course because it's kind of reaching out to a broader audience. Is that kind of the plan to go beyond the person who's actually doing the coding and getting to the folks who have to really, embrace these new technologies and they're in the middle of the digital transformation?
We are actually seeing this theme emerging in enterprise, wherein the leaders want to upskill or reskill the tech talent, but then they themselves want to be at least proficient in those areas because they want to be able to make the right business decisions as to what should we be doing in AI. I mean, the company doesn't want to say that I just want to go into AI, but what business problem should I be solving using AI versus data versus cloud?
So there you have it. This has been Scott Wilder and the COO of Udacity, Lailat Singh, and we look forward to seeing you at the next episode of Udacity at Work. And if you have any suggestions of people we should talk to, whether it's in the company or outside the company or part of our ecosystem, we have mentors, instructors, coaches, etc. Let us know. Until then, we'll see you at udacity.com. Thank you.